Hello, tea people. Hello, hello. Doing a classic today. And this is pretty sedimenty. This is a sample from James's stash, part of the pu'erh Pomodoro budget build your Pomodoro project. We have a series of 3 videos. And let me see which section this is in. This is in the kind of $500 second episode that we did, $500 section. So cakes that are going to be 4 cakes for $500, something like that. So this is a Dayi production. This is purchased and resold by Yeon Tea and stored in their warehouse. Get in here. Really nice nose. Sweet, kind of pine wood. A lot of kind of sediment and so forth. So I'm going to immediately brew this or steep this out. Already really dark. You can tell it's kind of semi-aged because of the liqueur and the fairness pitcher. Get that out of the way. And then hopefully comes through on camera a little bit better here. Really kind of beautiful, dull, pale orange. Let me move this over, get a little bit less glare on that color. No idea how much leaf I'm using here. It smells strong. So factory tea at this price point, really reasonable. I think that Yeon sold out of these. Let's see. Yeah, but I would probably be buying this. Something like this, maybe 2006 Dayi, I believe on Taobao. I think James got this from Yeon. And there's a seller on Taobao in Guangzhou that does sell Dayi specifically. And yeah, so classic recipe. Cheers. Resinous, not syrupy thick, but has a nice viscosity to start already. Solid bitterness base on it. Ooh. Intense. Oh my gosh. Second steeping. Very clean. Deep wood. Very strong resinous bitterness. Not super piney necessarily, but just has that kind of earthy, slightly turpentine kind of a thing. Really light hints of fruit. Viscosity is really good. Sweeter. More bitter. Still not yet where I want this tea to be, but the point of tasting these for the humidor storage project that I'm doing is to get a sense of teas that have some age on them for sure already. Mm, this is really nice already. And then promise for the future, right? The idea is that I want to hold on to these for 10 years or something like that and drink through them slowly, not longer. Mm. Intense. Not super astringent, but there's some astringency there. Earthiness. A little bit more on the yerba mate than hay than grass kind of a spectrum for me. Down here on the nose again. Definitely still time. I'm not an expert on judging these teas. So for me, this is more about research and trusting an authority, which is James, and his pedigree on this than really, pedigree is the wrong word, than expertise, than my own, but also kind of vibe checking. Does this taste like something that I'm going to want to drink in 10 years? The upfront sweetness on this is really lovely, and I think a lot of the intensity will be um, not getting even more fruity. Surprisingly sweet. Yeah, a lot of bass. A lot of. And the question for me now is where do those bassy notes go? Because the fruit I like on top. The sweet character on this is going to only increase. Mm, really good viscosity and mouthfeel. Really not very astringent at this point, but definitely bitter. Mm, nice. Definitely a contender. Let me get the actual price point. Right. So $100 for this one. I guess the 2006 on Taobao is $100. On Yi on the 2008 is 103. It is sold out though. Definitely some promise to this. Gosh, it's still very strong for me. So a tea that I have to slow down on, certainly. Ooh, strong. Yeah, geez. And let me see if I can get a bit more information. Do I have the? No, I don't have the batch information on the Taobao version. Okay. Hmm. Strong, sweet. Definitely the right time to buy, in my opinion, where the promise is clearly there. I'm starting to notice the changing in the character of the tea. It still has quite a bit of time to hang out, so a tea that I could drink now slowly. I would not be reaching into my humidor for this very frequently. Um, really intense for me. Hmm. Being summoned. 1 second. Okay. Let's do one more. Undecided. I can see promise in this. I think for me, I kind of like a base note profile that has a bit more darker wood. So this can get there, but it might take some time. The profile in this with the base notes for me are quite grassy in their nature. Even if they're dried grass, fermented grass, it's still quite grassy, really clean. It's a bit redder now. Using quite a bit of leaf. Want to be stress testing this tea. Why the high pour? Just to cool the tea down. Just to cool the tea down so that it's easier to drink right away. Intense, but the sweetness is coming through even more now. Interesting. It's just getting stronger. Feeling it up kind of almost in my nose, my sinuses. Ooh. Strong. I'm undecided on this. Do I like it? I don't know. This isn't its final form. It's hard to like say. Right now, I don't think I would reach into my pu'erh to drink this on a regular basis. I think it needs time still. The 2006 version will taste a little bit different. I couldn't tell anyone how the character of Storage from Yeon versus Guangzhou is going to have whatever character on the intensity on the tea impact. Gosh, I can't speak. Quite a bit of promise here. I know I want to get one of these Dayi cakes for the pu'erh. I'm probably going to double up on quite a few of them realistically. So I don't know which one yet. Yeah, intense, strong, sweet. Definitely a tea that needs time, in my opinion, still, although still approachable today. Ooh. Astringency now in my mouth, quite noticeable. Shout out to James. Thanks, James, for sharing this one. Woo! Feeling some things. I'm gonna call it here. I think I might even pop into another raw here in a second, although after quite a bit of water, I want to make sure that I try to at least remove some of the astringent catechins that are in my mouth that are making it literally hard for me to talk. So see y'all next time for episode 68. Probably another Shang pu'erh, another old dog.